Hey, what's going on, everybody? Max here with Because Bitcoin, and today for 10 Minutes Max, we are going to be discussing whether it's time to buy Bitcoins, altcoins, which ones, and potentially why. Just a quick reminder, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. And this is a new video series that we are doing Monday through Friday called 10 Minutes Max, where basically I deliver you all of your daily alpha in 10 minutes max. Right here, we're just looking at the Bitcoin chart, guys. This is Bitcoin on the 2-week chart, and also I'm going to have some coffee while we're making this video. I hope you guys don't mind, but there's been a lot of chatter, and right around this time in the cycle, people feel super underexposed to Bitcoin, and rightfully so. I mean, Bitcoin has been absolutely chatting most days. I say most because it's certainly not always, but most days, Bitcoin leads the pump. Bitcoin will be up 4, 6, 10%, and even altcoins. Some of the major altcoins are actually red. Funny enough. So this is that point in the cycle where everybody goes, man, I really should have just been all Bitcoin. The Bitcoin maxi prophecy is being fulfilled. We have global adoption. Institutions are here. Altcoins are bleeding forever. Well, I guess anything is possible, but I would say that I largely disagree with people that are thinking that way. And this is actually what we see every single time. So what we're going to discuss today is, if you're looking to deploy fresh capital, based on the historic data that we have available, does it make more sense to actually get more aggressive buying Bitcoin here, or looking to play altcoins, and potentially which ones? So here's Bitcoin. You can see that, I've got the previous all-time highs marked out here, guys. So the 2013 high, and then purple dot when we broke through, and you can see the percentage gain that we had until the next global top, 1,580%. 2017 all-time high. Purple dot is when we finally broke through, and then we went up 250% until the next global top. And right where we're at, now, we're just about at a new all-time high. I mean, we're effectively there. I mean, if we drop it down to the weekly time frame, just for a more granular perspective, you could see that even if we went from, this first top here, we're pretty much like accepted back into this very, very last kind of supply region where we got rejected from twice. So it's not surprising that, it's being a little bit stubborn here. There were 2 major rejections, and I have no doubt in my mind that we're going to make a new all-time high soon. No doubt in my mind. Maybe we hang out here for a little bit longer, but again, we're not here to talk about that. I think if you're here watching, you're probably expecting a new all-time high for Bitcoin, and you would be in the right for that. So let's actually take a look at Bitcoin dominance now. So for those that don't know what this is, Bitcoin dominance is it's essentially just Bitcoin represented as a percentage of the total crypto asset class size or market cap. So right now, Bitcoin dominance, as you can see here, at 54%. And what that means is that Bitcoin basically makes up just over half of all of crypto. All right. So again, just a quick refresher for you guys. If Bitcoin dominance is moving up, that means that Bitcoin is a better hold than altcoins. And if Bitcoin dominance is moving down, that means that altcoins are a better hold than Bitcoin. All right. So just a quick little reminder for you guys. Now, I did this earlier just for the sake of time, because again, we only have 10 minutes to do these. This is 10 minutes max. So let's talk about this. So Bitcoin up top, Bitcoin dominance down below. You can see I marked out the purple dots here, and they line up perfectly with when Bitcoin has basically made a new all-time high. So I marked it out here in advance. So here in February 2017, and then again here in end of 2020, and then roughly where we're at right now. And again, we haven't made a new all-time high, but I'm expecting it, so I put a dot more or less where we're at right now. What do you notice? What do you notice is basically right as Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, marked out by the purple dot, Bitcoin dominance begins to roll over, and not roll over just by a little bit, but roll over by a lot. Basically capitulate. As soon as Bitcoin USD makes a new all-time high, within the next, say 30 to 60 days tops, we basically see Bitcoin dominance drop, but Bitcoin USD continues to move up. So what does that mean? If Bitcoin USD is moving up aggressively here, 1,580%, and then here in 2020, 250%, but Bitcoin dominance is capitulating, that means that altcoins went crazy and altcoins pulled multiples over Bitcoin's returns, right? So at this phase in the cycle, it totally makes sense why, you would feel underexposed to Bitcoin. The same exact thing happened right here. Even after, I mean, let's go down to the lower time frame, okay? And let's just take a really quick look at what happened last cycle. All right, we're going to go here to the 3-day as well, just so we can see a little bit more granular data. You can see that right here before Bitcoin made a new all-time high last cycle in 2020, Bitcoin dominance, basically just chatted and went, aggressively up from 57 all the way to 73%, until Bitcoin had its first major top. And then right after that, Bitcoin dominance capitulated and we had alt season. All right. So it's not uncommon at all to feel underexposed to Bitcoin at this point in the cycle. It's tough to outperform Bitcoin by holding altcoins at this point in the cycle. But the good news is it's alt season is basically here. All right. Spoiler alert. Let's add on one more chart, guys, and let's talk about it. So now we're going to add on a third chart, which is total 2. All right. So total 2 is the altcoin index, guys. Total 2 is the total crypto market cap minus Bitcoin. So this is like your S&P 500 or your NASDAQ of altcoins. It's everything in crypto besides Bitcoin, guys. Everything besides Bitcoin. So why is this significant? Well, we care about it because, and I got to make these purple. I think they turned blue on me. Maybe I made a mistake, but I marked these out in advance as well. Why? Because, we just noted that Bitcoin dominance likes to nuke after Bitcoin makes a new all-time high. And let's actually measure it. Let's see what the altcoin outperformance is. What could you potentially expect, right? If this cycle is not different, which I don't really think it is, right? I think a lot of people are saying, well, people are buying the Bitcoin ETFs. This is going to be a Bitcoin dominated cycle. And, how are people going to actually literally rotate out of Bitcoin if they're buying it in these ETFs and rotate it into alts? Well, that doesn't really matter. We can make a case here of just looking at USDT dominance that, USDT dominance looks like it's capitulating. USDT dominance has a negative correlation with price. So for example, just looking at this real quick right here, you can see that as Bitcoin moves down right here, USDT dominance, I'm just using one example quick because we don't have a ton of time, moves up. So again, USDT dominance is breaking down. We could have a USDT dominance capitulation and, this is Bitcoin, right? But it would extend to everything. It's not just Bitcoin, it's total. All right. So basically what this means is that people are just redeploying stable coins that are currently sidelined into volatile crypto assets. But let's go back here because, again, we don't have that much time. Let's see how altcoins have historically outperformed when Bitcoin made a new all-time high. Well, let's start at 2017. Bitcoin went up 1,580% after Bitcoin made a new all-time high, which is a great return. But altcoins went up almost 40,000%, 39,426%. How about last cycle? In 2020, when Bitcoin made a new all-time high, what did altcoins do? Well, Bitcoin went up 250%, which is a great return. Altcoins went up 715%. All right. And by the way, this is the index. A lot of the major altcoins, like if we looked at, something like Solana that was a top performer last cycle. I mean, let's just pull up Sol quick, right? We're gonna cherry pick, one of the top performers. Let's see. We'll go Sol USD. Oops. Sol USDT. So let's cherry pick right here, guys. How did Sol perform once Bitcoin made a new all-time high? So Bitcoin made a new all-time high right here. All right. So again, right here in December of 2020. And let's see how Solana performed, guys. Let's take a measured move. Let me find it here. All right. Bitcoin makes a new all-time high, and Solana went up 14,000% when Bitcoin went up 251%. All right. So you can see, again, looking going back to total 2 now, this is the index. This is like the conservative way to measure it. You're looking at the basket rather than the top performers. And of course, here, because Bitcoin, we're pretty confident that we have a knack for picking the outperformers. So, looking at this, what can you expect? Well, maybe another 30 to 60 days of Bitcoin kind of stealing the show as it finds its footing and hopefully makes a new all-time high. And then after that, I would expect, probably dramatic outperformance from altcoins. And the big question is, how high does Bitcoin go? If Bitcoin goes to, 200K, that could be a 200% move from here, and hopefully it goes higher, right? It certainly could. Maybe altcoins go up. We see a 10 trillion total market cap for total too, and they go up 900%. We don't really know where the ultimate price targets are. I have my hunches, but point being is, we use the data in front of us to determine our, decision making and where we deploy capital, not emotions. We don't over rotate. We simply look at the charts and we let the charts tell us what to do with our money. And right now, to answer the question that I started the video with, is it better to be more aggressively accumulating Bitcoin or altcoins here? Again, the data is dictating my decision making. No emotions in this, just charts. And clearly we have a winner. It makes more sense to prospect altcoins here. But of course, it's riskier. You have to understand how to play altcoins, and we spend a lot of time focusing on that because it's risky, and some alts will, dramatically underperform or even rug. So you have to be very, very careful. But anyways, guys, that's it. We went 1 minute over. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Before you go, please consider liking and subscribing. Just a reminder, this is 10 minutes max. I drop these videos every single day, Monday through Friday, where basically we deliver you alpha in 10 minutes max. Again, please like and subscribe. Before you go, consider checking out the first link in the description below. That will take you to our website where you can browse our premium services and also read testimonials. If you want to take your trading to the next level and also learn which altcoins we are playing here Because Bitcoin, and we have been crushing it, dramatically outperforming Bitcoin, even while Bitcoin has been stealing the show and Bitcoin dominance has been moving up. Consider signing up sooner rather than later. Prices are going to go up at the Bitcoin halving because we are dropping our new flagship product called the BB Terminal. It's basically a Bloomberg terminal, but for crypto people. Again, you're going to want to use it. That's going to be bundled together with your Discord membership. Again, you can find that in the first link in the description below. So again, sign up now before the Bitcoin halving, which is in less than 2 months because prices are going to go up. But guys, thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and learned something. Please like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Take care.